Hi friends, time for lesson 5. I am never upset for the reason I think. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation, or event you think is causing you pain. Apply it specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset, using the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to you. The upset may seem to be fear, worry, depression, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms, all of which will be perceived as different. This is not true. However, until you learn that form does not matter, each form becomes a proper subject for the exercises for the day. Applying the same idea to each of them separately is the first step in ultimately recognizing that all are the same. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of an upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe to it. For example, I am not angry at blank for the reason I think. I am not afraid of blank for the reason I think. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources, quote unquote, of upset in which you believe and forms of upset which you think result. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you might find it hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. It might help to proceed the exercises with a statement, "There are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind." And that is our goal, peace of mind. Then examine your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. You may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than to others. If this occurs, think first of this: I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purpose of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same. Then search your mind for no more than a minute or so and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. Apply the idea for today to each of them, using the name of both the source of the upset as you perceive it and of the feeling as you experience it. Further examples are: I'm not worried about blank for the reason I think, and I'm not depressed about blank for the reason I think. 3 or 4 times during the day is enough. So, this lesson makes me think of when my husband would be about to leave on a business trip, which happens on a regular basis. And usually preceding him going on a business trip, we've spent, about a month together off. And up to, or close, when it comes close to him leaving on his business trip, there's usually quite a bit of stress and anxiety that we're feeling. And it's really sadness. And we used to have arguments. All of a sudden, when it got close to, we would just get irritated with each other about little things or misunderstand each other in our communication. So what we realized was that it wasn't the little things, it wasn't specifically the things that we appeared to be upset about, that we were arguing about, that was the source of our upset. What it was we were both feeling sad. And it was coming out in different ways. And our focus became on the little things, and we didn't have the awareness of what was really going on. But then when we were able to stop and recognize that really we were just feeling sad because we were we were going to be missing each other, or we were sad because we were going to be apart again, then we could just acknowledge that. And it brought us to a place of mutual compassion and understanding, and so that we could have a little more patience with each other. So this was one of the ways that that we applied this lesson. So usually there's something deep inside and that's causing the upset or the anxiety. Lately I'm getting close to going back to Florida, and I've been feeling really anxious about making sure that I have time to see everybody before I leave, and fitting everything in and getting packed and all of that. And it's just this feeling of just like, anxiousness that is coming about, and some of it is emotion. And so I just, am gentle with myself and have some compassion. And I think that that's what it's about. But then I can remember this lesson of, I'm not anxious for the reason I think. And then also we have a tendency to think that we're a victim of what others are doing, or what's going on, or the circumstances. And this lesson, it begins to help us to take responsibility for how we are feeling, and then also our resulting responses to situations. And also we can start to be honest with ourselves and with one another. And I find that when we do that with love, compassion, willingness, and patience, that we can, work through it, and we can work things out and come together in a way that works for everybody. And then I don't have to worry about anything in particular. So that's it for today. I'm a little late in doing the video because I was spending time with my brother and my friend for lunch. So I was feeling a little guilty for not doing the video yet, and feeling a little anxious about doing it. And I don't know if this is going to be helpful or not, but I'm going to remember that I'm not anxious, I'm not upset for the reason I think. And I'll just, I'll share what I have and what has come to me, and trust that, the purpose of these exercises really is because I'm going through these lessons again, and it's just a way for me to be comfortable in sharing, and, maybe you want to go through them with me. So be well. Have a wonderful morning, day, evening, wherever you are. Remember that you are love, and you are loved beyond your greatest imagination. I love you. Mwah.